Hello. Today's lesson is writing a limerick. Maybe you've heard of limericks. They're an interesting type of poetry, and I always have lots of fun writing limericks. We're also going to learn how to do an animation to go with our limericks. Let's jump into the lesson and see what limericks are. No more creative writing groans, lesson 5. I'm really excited about this lesson. I hope you have as much fun as I do with it. Today we are talking about limericks. What are limericks? Maybe you've heard of them, maybe you haven't. So let's go ahead and just review if you have and you haven't. Here's some new information. Hmm. Limericks come from a town in Ireland called Limerick. Variants can be traced to the 14th century. I've been right here in Ireland, right at that tower, the little old stone church back here, and the lake. We walked over to the lake. It was beautiful. Walked around the cemetery there. Ireland is a gorgeous country. Edward Lear popularized limericks in his first book of nonsense in 1846. Lear wrote 212 limericks, mostly considered nonsense literature. And once you start seeing and reading more limericks, you will understand what I mean by nonsense. Sometimes they don't really make a lot of sense. What is a limerick? These are some ideas from other students. Limerick is a silly story. Yes, it can be. Usually it is. It can start like a fairy tale, like once upon a time. It rhymes. There are only 5 lines, no more, no less. The first and second lines rhyme, the third and fourth lines rhyme, and the last line rhymes with the first and second line. So you have a rhyme scheme that goes A, B, B, A. I have 3 videos that you will probably be interested in seeing. I will put those YouTube video links in the classroom description or in the description of this video. And then you can watch a little bit more about how to write limericks and lots of different examples on another video. We'll have a number of different funny limericks that I'm sure you'll enjoy. There's this video. This video will have limerick examples. And then there'll be one more video I'll show you here in just a minute, just a picture of it. And it's a real cute one. It's a song, a song with like several verses, and they're all limericks. And it's about an Irish boy. Let's look at the rhyme scheme here. A 5-line poem with rhymes in line 1, 2, and 5, and then another rhyme in lines 3 and 4. This is a limerick written about limericks. What is a limerick? What is a limerick, mother? It's a form of verse, said brother, in which lines 1 and 2 rhyme with 5 when it's through, and 3 and 4 rhyme with each other. You also have a little cadence as you read it. What is a limerick, mother? It's a form of verse, said brother, in which lines 1 and 2 rhyme with 5 when it's through, and 3 and 4 rhyme with each other. Start off with there once was. You don't have to do it like that. You could just start off with right from the very beginning. There was a. There once was a small leprechaun. The second line. All of his friends called him Sean. Okay, let's see, make sure I have the right amount of syllables. There once was a small leprechaun. That's 8. It's right in between that 7 to 9 that you can use. All of his friends called him Sean. That's 7, so it's one less. Now, I don't want this line 4 or 5 to rhyme with 1 and 2. He found coins of gold in a pot so old and counted it out on the lawn. And counted it out on the lawn. So that's 8. Okay, let's go on. Now, this is a video, cute video with Irish limericks, and it's put to Irish music and talks about Irish things. So, if you like St. Patrick's Day and you like the Irish, then you may want to watch this. It's very good. Okay, you are an author at work now. You will be working on this limerick, making sure you have it just like it says. Here are the directions that we've already just talked about. Make sure your rhyme scheme is AABBA. I'm going to show you what your finished project will look like after you've written your poem. And you can use Render Forest to help you write that poem. You may not necessarily know for sure what you're going to put in your limerick, but I've had students where they just go to Render Forest, they start messing around, they're able to find what they want. All right. There once was a courageous fireman, and everyone knew him as Dan. Kids surfing he'd teach, then explore the beach, and then build a castle in the sand. Okay, let's look back at that video. There once was a courageous fireman. There once was a courageous fireman. That's 9 syllables. I've got to match with Dan. There once was a courageous fireman, and everyone knew him as Dan. And everyone knew him as Dan. 8 syllables. Kids surfing he'd teach, then explore the beach, and then build a castle in the sand. Wow, got them all in. Now, if you are, like I said before, you don't necessarily have to write it before you try Render Forest. You can actually go in and create your own free account. You maybe could do it without creating an account. There are a lot of great ideas on this little site here. And so this is what we're going to use. I think this will be perfect for you. So you need to make the decision on what you want to write about, or at least go there and look through some of their books to get an idea. You may want to use a rhyming dictionary to help you with your limerick. Sometimes, when you're needing to rhyme those 3 words, the first, second, and fifth line, it can be a little confusing or just a little challenging. So you can look up rhymedesk.com and put in your word, for example, John, and then when I hit find, these are all of the words that can rhyme. Now, obviously, there's more than this that you can use, but these are the words that you can look at. That's where I ended up choosing the Sean instead of John, Sean. So it could be gold. What rhymes with gold? Okay, here are some examples. Strolled, scold, cold, bold, rolled. Okay, just some examples. And they don't, not only do they just have 1 syllable words, they have 2 syllables and 3 syllables, depending on how many syllables you need to add to your line. That's very helpful in finding words to help you be able to complete your poem. Now you know how to write a limerick. I have a video that will help you know how to use render forest so that you can make an animation to go with your limerick. I look forward to seeing your finished project. See you next time.